It's official. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Los Angeles Lakers are finally crowned champions. LeBron captures his fourth Finals MVP with his third different franchise, first player in NBA history to ever accomplish that. And I want to give a huge shout out to the Miami Heat. An unbelievable Cinderella story, getting way further than anyone could have expected, upsetting the number one seed, Milwaukee Bucks, in 5 games, coming and beating the Celtics in 6 games. And they pushed the Lakers to 6 games, which a lot of people did not expect. Hats off to Jimmy Butler. 2 mega superstar performances to get the Heat to 6 games, to get them 2 victories in the series. But today's show, all I'm going to do is list all the ludicrous and bad takes, the haters, the casuals listed throughout the years. Number 1, LeBron James scared of the West. Well, he ended up going to the West. And when he signed on July 1st of 2018, they said he went to Hollywood to make movies, to retire. He didn't care about winning anymore, and he wanted his kids to grow up in LA. He doesn't care about winning anymore, so that's why he's now chasing Michael B. Jordan instead of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Let's see how that aged. The Lakers' biggest mistake, according to them, was signing an old, washed 34-year-old for $38 million a year because it crushed their entire rebuild for their young core. Okay. LeBron is toxic to play with, according to Kevin Durant. Nobody wants to play with him ever since Kyrie Irving said that he didn't want to play with him. Well, Kyrie Irving said the earth is flat, so I'm really not going to take his opinions too seriously. He's washed. He's old. He doesn't have it anymore ever since his groin injury, right? My favorite take of all. The Lakers should trade LeBron James. That was actually a topic. If you don't believe me, I'll show you the footage. Jeff Van Gundy said it during a game. Paul Pierce said it. A lot of other people around the media, a lot of casuals said it because, like I said before, he's old, he's washed. He killed the Lakers' rebuild. You should get as many pieces as you can to help build the young core, since LeBron is also a franchise killer. He kills all franchise he goes to because whenever he goes in, you got to recoup the whole roster. Oh, but then there was rumors about Anthony Davis getting traded. The Lakers shouldn't give up their entire roster for Anthony Davis. They should not give up that loaded young core, supposedly. Brandon Ingram, I'll give him. He's going to be a great player. He is an all-star caliber player in him. Lonzo Ball, total bust. Josh Hart is terrible. And a bunch of random first-round picks, which will be late first-round picks. And am I going to bank on those guys being great? No, I'm really not. When the Lakers got Anthony Davis, they actually acquired him. Their narrative was still, okay, the Lakers will be a 6 seed because LeBron is 34, doesn't have it anymore. Anthony Davis is very fragile, very injury prone, and both of them didn't make the playoffs last year. So what is pairing a 34-year-old and a 26-year-old really going to do? So they're going to be a 6 seed in the tough Western Conference. And another one of my favorites. LeBron will turn AD into a spot-up shooter. That was a thing. This is not me. People actually had the nerve to get up and say this and really want their takes. Have their takes been taken seriously. Oh, what else we got? Oh, and then after the Lakers have hype, oh, maybe they could sign Kawhi Leonard, right? Maybe if they could get Kawhi Leonard, I mean, it's really a wrap. But no, Kawhi Leonard goes to the Flippers and then brings George Paul with him. So they're going right across town, same building, going right at LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard, so proclaimed the best player in the world, going right at LeBron to not only take over LA, but take over the entire NBA. I was told by Max Kellerman and others, Kawhi Leonard and George Paul are the best wing duo since MJ and Pippen. All right. So, and on opening night, Kawhi Leonard made LeBron James look unathletic, according to Kenny Smith. So LeBron James is not athletic anymore. It's very hard to make him look unathletic. And that opening night, I'm old enough to remember Kawhi's famous commercial that LA is his city. He owns LA. This is Kawhi Town. And he had his crown keychain as he started that car because his time is right now, according to Kawhi Leonard and his commercial. LeBron is also scared of Kawhi, wants nothing to do with him, and the Clippers are clearly the best team in the NBA. Not only do they have the better 1-2 punch, they got the better coach, they got the deepest roster, the best bench. So the Clippers should really mollywop the Lakers, right? The Last Dance. I'm old enough to remember The Last Dance. If you are too, during quarantine, every single episode, it wasn't even about Jordan. It was just about taking shots at LeBron that he can't do this, he can't do that, he'll never be this, he'll never win again. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And then once we actually got to the bubble, we finally had a restart after a 5-month layoff, which actually in reality for a 35-year-old is not that great for your body because it's honestly like another offseason. So in reality, you could look at the season like he was in year 18. The Lakers had a really slow start in the bubble in those 8 regular season games. And then, the red-hot Portland Trailblazers. The Blazers are going to win this series according to Charles Barkley. Who else was there? Colin Cowherd was guilty of this. Plenty of other casuals. Damian Lillard is better than LeBron, better than Anthony Davis. Who's going to guard Dame and CJ on the perimeter? The Blazers are going to beat them in 7 games. No doubt. How'd that age? Then the Rockets will beat them and they're up 1-0. Oh, the Rockets are really going to give it to them. This is the time that the Lakers get exposed with the Rockets small ball. James Harden's time to emerge. Well, that didn't age too well. The Lakers go against the Nuggets. Oh, the Nuggets are red hot. And then the Lakers go up 3-1. Nuggets got them right where they want. Down 3-1. We've seen them come back against the Clippers and the Jazz down 3-1, so they're about to do it again. And now, the Lakers, LeBron James, Anthony Davis are crowned champions. LeBron James hoists his 4th Finals MVP. Give that man his damn respect that he deserves. Every narrative you guys tried coming up with, it didn't work. It didn't age well. And to conclude today's episode, which I will touch on later in the week, I'll touch on the GOAT debate and another thing I want to touch on. LeBron James and Anthony Davis have solidified themselves as the best duo since Shaq and Kobe.